It's your girl CoCoRenale, and I am here with another video. If this is your first time watching my channel, hello, thank you. My name is CoCoRenale. I am a mom of 3.5. I'm actually currently 33 weeks today, but you didn't come here for that. That'll be a whole another video. Today I'm actually starting my first series on how to get started with your business. So some of you may or may not know, I already have a pretty successful mental health MRDD home care business. I've had that business for about 6 years now, and I've been teetering and tattering on venturing out and starting an online clothing and beauty business. Well, about 4 months ago, I took that leap of faith and I started to make lip gloss, and I had a couple of my friends try it out before I actually launched, and they liked it. They gave me the constructive criticism that I needed. My husband was criticized or giving me constructive criticism as far as branding goes. So I knew what I wanted, how I wanted to start, and things of that sort. And then I also end up launching a eyelash company as well, like a month after doing my lip gloss. So I've actually technically only been launched, or I count from the day that I got my business license for both my lashes and my cosmetic and clothing line period. I counted from that day. So from today, which is April 29th, I've actually been in business for 2 months and 3 weeks. So 2 months, 3 weeks and like 6 days. So it'll be 3 months pretty soon. And I can honestly say that from the business standpoint in the healthcare field to the beauty field, is hella different. So I'm here to give you a couple tips as far as finding vendors, what you need to get started, and the list goes on. So if this is something you're interested in, first off, let me give you a disclaimer. Sorry about the lighting. I am recording in my bathroom because currently that is the only place I can record, with 3 little kids being super nosy, and they've already done schooling and everything for the day. So this is the only time that I can get them occupied. So excuse me for that. So the first tip that I'm going to give you, tip 1, is to just get started. Now, this is coming from the beauty and the clothing standpoint. There will be, more details later on, but this is just like the first episode. Tip 1 is just get started. I am a huge procrastinator, which is why it took me so long to actually really launch my businesses, because I was second guessing myself. And then I like to gather all the information I can get as far as other people who are in the same business as I am. And I did get discouraged. Like, this person has this many followers and I know that their business flourished because of this. This person is creative in this standpoint, so I know their business flourished because of this. Not really tapping into my own creativity and thinking about how I would be different from everybody else. I procrastinate. So tip 2 is to do not procrastinate. Be consistent. And what I mean as far as be consistent is, once you get started, be consistent on what your business is going to be. Tip 3, find your niche. My niche is beauty, and that's everything that I'm actually interested in, which is lashes, lip gloss. I'm not really big on makeup. Like, I do makeup, as you guys know. I do makeup videos and stuff like that. But on a regular day, my brows, I fill in my brows, put on lashes, put on lip gloss, and that's it. Clothes is my biggest thing, which is why I wanted to start off small with the things that I personally know I'm going to wear on my face every single day, and that's lip gloss and lashes. So the third is find your niche. If you want to sell lip gloss, then look up how to make your lip gloss. Or do you want to do private label? Private label is where you go through a wholesale or a vendor, and they have the product already made up for you. You just add, your own little special touches to it, and they put your label on it for you. Wholesale vendor for any or the kit, that you may need for your lip gloss is they'll make the base and the pigments and things like that for you, and you just buy from them and then sell it as your own. Or you can freelance and do it yourself, which is making your own base, making your own glosses, naming them, labeling them, all of that. I'm personally like to do everything on my own, just because I know what ingredients are in my product, and I know what my product is consistent of, and I know what formula works and what formula didn't work. So that's why I prefer to go ahead and do my research and do it myself, which leads into tip number 4. Do your research. Research everything you need to know about having a business in general, but lip gloss business. What oils do you need? What allergies? What oils do you need? Not allergies yet. Who's your target audience? Are you doing more of the 18 to 65? That's my target audience. Or are you doing more of the 12 to 21 age? What age group or age range are you looking to attract? And why I say that is because I know with me, I'm 28. So it's just certain things that 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I'm not into, but they're into. I do have younger cousins and stuff like that. So they most definitely now they're into like lip gloss. So I'll like customize a lip gloss just for them to have. But they are not my target audience because I noticed that I sell a lot better to those that are a little closer and a little older than I am. And that's because of my age group. That's just how I'm looking at it. So find your target audience. And with finding your target audience, tip number 5 is find a way to market yourself differently from other people. Now, with the age of social media, and excuse me, 8 months pregnant, I literally have like 6 weeks left of this pregnancy, and I'm legit like out of breath all the time. But anyway, in the age of social media, one person can post one thing, and then there's like all the vendors out there like, oh, I see that's popping. Let me go ahead and sell that so I can make money off of that. Which is fine and dandy. Like, for example, there's a young lady who is I want to say she's going to school to be a pharmacist, or she's a pharmacy tech. She's pharmacy tech. And she has pill bottles. That's her niche. That's her branding herself because of the career that she's in. Now there's pill bottles for like, a different kind of lashes and things of that sort, which is all fine and dandy. You can use that idea, but market my bad guys, but market it in a way that it's not copying off of her, or it's not backtracking that idea from somebody here and you put your own spin on it. That's different. Copycatting can lead to a lot of legal issues, most definitely, especially if people pick up on it. And it's not being original. You won't feel like it's your product, your ideas, because you copy completely off of somebody else. Just be original as much as you can. It doesn't matter if you find something original. 9 times out of 10, with it being on social media, somebody else is going to piggyback off of it. And that's you want somebody to be inspired by what you're doing, and you want somebody to be inspired by your ideas. So that's different than just taking somebody else's inspiration and somebody else's idea and trying to make it your own when it was already there. Tip number 6, which should probably be tip number 1, is getting your business license as well as trademarking your name. That is the first order of business. Find a name that's unique to you. I personally chose my name, and to me is pretty basic, but all the products are a reflection of myself, so that's why I chose mine. CoCoRenale and Beauty. Coco is my nickname, Renelle is my middle name, and Beauty is basically, all the products that I'm going to be selling. So I pretty much picked it after me. And then there's plenty of people named Coco, but nobody has the middle name Renelle. So that's my little original piece to my name. But make sure you jot down all kind of different names, that reflects you. You want your business to reflect you, or reflect things that you're interested in. So just think long and hard of a business name. And you can also go on whatever state that you live in, Secretary of State, and you can look up other business names just to make sure that you're not copying off of somebody else's business name, and go from there. Then while you're on that site, you can go ahead and pay for your business license. It varies, if I'm not mistaken, depending on what state you live in. But you do get you can screenshot once you finally pay for it, and you decide if you want to be a sole proprietor or for-profit, nonprofit, or things of that sort. I personally chose sole proprietor mainly because it's just the easiest thing to do as far as this niche or this type of business that I have. My other business, of course, is not sole proprietorship, but I did choose that for this business. And once you pay for it and they give you your license and stuff like that, you can either screenshot it just to save it on your phone. That's what I end up doing, just so I can have my license number. But they'll also mail you an actual printed copy of your license. And then you also want to get your this is for the clothing standpoint, you want to get your vendor permit. You want to get a permit to sell, or seller's permit, I'm sorry. You want to get your permit to sell clothes. Now, in Ohio, there really aren't, that I know of or that I've run into, a lot of people that ask for your seller's permit. But other vendors that I've looked into that are in Ohio, you do need a seller's permit. And it's just it's a lot more professional to have something like that, in your repertoire as the business owner, because it shows that you're serious about your business, and it shows that you're covering your butt. Okay. And tip number 7 is get business insurance, because things happen as far as shipping go that are out of your control, or which I hope this never ever happens to me or anybody else when it comes to selling clothes, that sometimes your product arrives to you before you sell it to your customers damaged. Sometimes you may pick up, or you may not pick up on it, and you end up giving it to a customer and they're upset because the product that they paid for is damaged, and that's just a whole nother issue. So, just making sure you have insurance for your business, no matter if it's big, gigantor, small, medium, it does not matter. Insure your business. Whatever your name is on, make sure you insure it. Make sure it's insured, and make sure that the insurance that you choose is separate from you personally. Just in case, fingers crossed, if you ever run into a situation where somebody could sue, they could sue your business, but not you as a whole. Is that right? Don't quote me. I think that's sole proprietorship anyway, but that'll be a whole nother video, because I should have wrote this part down. But tip number 6 and 7. 6 is make sure you get your license and permit, and 7 is make sure you have insurance. Okay, so tip number 8 is product. One thing that I did when I first thought about being selling lip gloss, or being a lip gloss vendor, was nobody was really like trying to sell lip gloss like that back then. Now it's literally like lip gloss vendors everywhere, which is good because it's enough money out here for everybody to eat. So when I was looking for different formulas that I can use, or how to just make lip gloss in general, there were at that time there weren't many YouTube videos that actually went into detail. Some YouTubers feel like they have the Krabby Patty formula for lip gloss making, which is fine. They did their own research. They found a formula that works for them and things of that sort. My personal thing that I absolutely hate when it comes to certain YouTubers is they'll put in the title how to make lip gloss or how I make my lip gloss base, and it's just them filling the lip gloss tubes, and then you ask them in the comments and they're like, oh, I won't be giving away my ingredients and things of that sort. Then don't put that right there. Like you clickbaiting for what? Just be all the way 100. Like, I really took out my time to research or to just play around with different ingredients, and I found what works for me, what works for my business, and I'd rather not share it. Find it dandy, period. Like with me, once I get further along with, messing around with different ingredients and different measurements and things of that sort, and I find something that really works for my lip gloss, I probably won't share every little detail of what I put into my lip gloss because I did that work. You know what I mean? Just like you're going to do your research and find out what products you need. The basic products of lip gloss, which you're going to need, of course, is lip gloss base, which is called Versagel. You're going to need different kind of oils, not essential oil, but carrier oils. And carrier oils can range from coconut oil, castor oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, clear vitamin E oil. I've seen a few people use tea tree oil. I have a tea tree oil allergy, so I don't use it. But those are different, just a list of different carrier oils that you can use, as well as a range of a heck of a lot of different flavoring oils. Strawberry kiwi, banana, pineapple, pina colada, daiquiri, orange, grape, orange stickle, or you can create an orange stickle of your own, cherry, watermelon, mango. Like, there's all kind of flavoring oils out there for you to try. And also, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm putting it on the screen right here. That is so embarrassing. But you can use this to make your lip gloss shiny. You can or you can't. You really don't have to. Castor oil and jojoba oil are actually two oils that I've personally found that makes my glosses pretty shiny, but not like chicken grease and sticky shiny. There's a fine line between glossy, shiny gloss and sticky, ghetto, chicken grease gloss. You don't want anybody to review your product and say that your product feels like chicken grease on their lips, because that is terrible. And it's you put your heart and soul into your business, and that hurts. I personally would probably cry. But that's another thing. And then what else? You need mixing bowls. I use paper plates. It's cost effective. You need spoons or mini little whisk that you can get from Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, Dollar General, or things of that sort. That's like $1 or $2. Or mini little spatulas, just anything to mix your product with. Pigments is not necessarily like an important thing when you're first starting out, because I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the title or not, but when I first started, I started off and I had to go like, you know what, I'm sorry. I only plan on spending $50 for this business, so whatever I can get within for $50 is what I'm gonna use to start off. And as my business flourish and I get more orders, I'll put that money back into my business to get other things. But as far as I'm concerned, $50 is all I got. There we go. And luckily, when I first started, I didn't have as much knowledge as far as getting certain things from certain other websites. I just went directly towards TKB Trading. That's where I got pretty much everything. I know some people feel some type of way because they went up on their Versagel pricing as well as their shipping pricing, but with this pandemic going on, literally everybody is going up on pricing, so that's like inevitable. So I personally like TKB Trading. I feel like it's worth the price. Even with them going up a few dollars, I'm still not bothered by it. I still get a few products from them, but I also get majority of my stuff from Amazon. I was already obsessed with Amazon to begin or before I even started this, but I didn't realize how large their variety is of things that you needed for your lip gloss business. So making sure that you get product, the most important things is your base, your carrier oils, and flavoring if you decide to use flavoring. And yeah, once you get more customers and things like that, you'll know like what oils work or what products work and what don't. A majority of my customers are actually allergic to coconut oil. So I do have glosses that I don't use any coconut oil in, and they actually come out a lot better with my pigments that way. So yeah, so you just have to play around with it. Where am I at? Tip number 9. Tip number 9. This is for both gloss and lashes. Vendors. How you find your vendors is everybody knows about AliExpress. Everybody knows about or may not know about Alibaba. But I went to those websites first. AliExpress, I was not impressed with the vendors that I interacted with, and that's mainly because about a good 85% of those vendors, especially the eyelash vendors, come from China, and some of them are extremely rude, or they take forever to respond, or they respond in choppy sentences. And in the beginning, before I knew what I was doing, it irritated me to be already confused about what I'm looking for, but I knew what look I wanted. I just didn't know how to order it. So with you being rude to me, I'm cool. So AliExpress, they do have a lot of vendors. It took me a while to actually find the vendor that I have, and I actually found her through a Google search, and she's from Canada. And I absolutely love her. She literally broke everything down for me, and then I feel a heck of a lot better because she's a little closer to the US than China. Before the pandemic, I really prefer not to order certain things from China, especially things that were supposed to be going on my face or things that I plan on selling to other people. I just didn't, yeah, I didn't want all that. So I would just say Google and Google search. Google has everything for one, but Google search lash vendors, if lashes is the business that you plan on going into, or lip gloss vendors. Sorry. Google search as well as hashtags on IG. And that was another way I was able to find this same vendor that I'm working with now. And she does both lip gloss. Oh, back to tip 6, I think it's product, lip gloss tubes. Squeeze tubes are the cheapest way to go when you're first starting off and you don't really know how much product you're going to end up selling. Squeeze tubes, you can find that on Amazon for like a pack of 100 or so for like $8 to $10. My vendor actually had the best deal. She gave me a pack of 300 for 15, so that was cool. But fast forward. IG and Google were the two things that I use as far as search engines to find my vendor. But I can say vendors are the most important part of your research process because obviously they have the product that you're going to end up selling. and you want to make sure you get a good vibe from the person that you're getting ready to stick to. I personally don't like to have a whole bunch of nonsense going on. So it was very beneficial for me that this business, I was able to go through one vendor and one vendor only as far as the things that I need for my business. So that's that. Just make sure you really, 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 really do your research. And I'm not downplaying some vendors that are from China, because before I met this one, I did have another eyelash vendor that's from China, but I ended up losing her contact for some reason. But no, I was only able to contact her through WhatsApp, and that was just like, I don't know, it was real sketchy to me. She was super super nice, very very nice lady, but I don't know, it was super sketchy, super duper sketchy to me. So I just we stopped communicating, or maybe I stopped communicating with her. I don't know, but anyway, vendors, researching vendors, Google and IG are the biggest standpoints on finding vendors, especially IG, because that's where pretty much everybody sells. That's where everybody gets all of their customers. And excuse me about that. So yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are IG savvy, you gonna be pretty dope. I stopped fooling around with IG like years ago, and now that I'm trying to get my business on, I suck at IG. Facebook, YouTube, I got that down pat. I suck at IG. I do. So the last and final tip I have for you is to relax. I'm not a real like stressful person. I try not to let a whole bunch of stuff get to me. When it does, I try to find my inner peace or pray. But relax. Just, if you pray, I know I do. I'm not trying to push it off on anybody else, but pray about it before you do any of this. Pray about it. Relax, pray, and ask God to lead you in the direction that you want to go, or that He sees you to go in your business. After doing all your research, if something is not hitting right, or something just don't feel right, then maybe now is not the time. But make sure you differentiate if that's just nerves and you procrastinate and second guessing yourself, or if it really is like something just isn't right about the situation, and maybe I should put this on pause. But once you do all your research, you gather all your information, you're okay, you find your vendor, you get some of your product, you start whipping it as far as your lip gloss, or you sample your lashes and things like that, and now you're ready to do your website. Bonus tip: website. Can't have a business without a website. Well, you can, because that's how I started. And I use Easy Ship to ship my product. I had Instagram, I had Facebook more so, and Instagram as far as posting my products and things of that sort. And I would ship from Easy Ship, but that was a lot more complicated, because nowadays, it's so many scammers, and I don't want nobody to put me in that category ever, because I would never do anything like that. That's just not good on my conscience, and that's not good on my karma. But and it just shows a level of professionalism by having a website. So bonus tip: make sure you have a website. Websites that I've trialed as far as actually purchasing, I've tried GoDaddy. I don't like it. I've tried Wix. I like Wix, but I feel like it would be more beneficial for me to do Wix when I get a lot bigger. Shopify, for some odd reason, I could not get with Shopify, and I happen to love how they have everything set up, how I can connect everything to my PayPal, because that's who I use as far as my payment carrier, and I just couldn't get with it. And then last but not least, what was the other one that I used? Square. I don't like Square. I don't like it. I don't know if I just wasn't or it just wasn't for me to like. But yeah, I didn't like it. So those are the ones that I trialed. Like I said, well, then versus the one that I purchased, which is Big Cartel. I actually started off with a free option, and I was with the free option you get to post 5 products, and I think I used it for like a week. And how I end up separating my product was I did wine tubes on one product, interrupt, but like I was saying, I did wine tubes for one product, squeeze tubes for one product, and bundles, which is a mix of both, or a mix of all wine or a mix of all squeeze. And I used that, and I just had 3 products on. And then I ended up introducing my lashes. Only have 2 styles of my lashes, which are these that I have now. They're called Coco. I'll also insert pictures of my lashes, probably on this side. I'll insert pictures of my 2 style lashes. These are called Coco that I'm wearing because they're all me, period. And then I have Bougie. And this packaging, excuse my nails, we quarantine, okay? This packaging I actually did myself. I went to Dollar Tree, and well, my vendor, she sends them in like trial packs, like these, like different, like a little book of them, but they come like this because I told her I wanted to package them myself. And then I just went to Dollar Tree and got the little glitter paper, put it in here, these containers. Did I get these from Amazon, or did I get these from... I think I got these containers from Amazon. I can't remember. And then I'll just put them together like this. Just something simple. For right now, she's talking me into actually getting lash boxes, which I'm pretty excited about that. And then these are 2 of my wine tubes. This is my signature. This one is called 25. And the story behind this one is your golden year is supposed to be your birthday, and I'm born on the 25th, and the 25th, my 25th age was supposed to be my golden year, and it actually ended up being my golden year. So I named this one 25, and it's gold, and that's what I have on right now. It's actually fading off because I done had this on all day. And then this one is literally one of my favorites. This is a part of my Peace and Serenity collection that I'm getting ready to put on my website after I perfect the formula on this. But this is just like serene type of lip gloss. They only come in wand and squeeze tubes with the wand. Because it doesn't, with the flowers and stuff that I have and the petals that I have in here, it doesn't come out quite as nicely. But these are my wand tubes, and then I don't have any squeeze tubes with me. But anyway, I don't want to make this video super duper long. I hope these tips help you. I hope I gave you information that you can utilize. Yeah, it's enough money out here for everybody. And maybe in the future I'll show you guys how I make my lip gloss, my lip glosses, as soon as I get me another tripod, because this setup is whack. But thank you for watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share this video with your friends and family, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.